Hi there, and welcome back to another Be Encouraged Moments. I don't know if you have noticed, but Jan has shrunk a little bit and doesn't look the same. Today we're going to mix things up a little bit, and we are doing an interview with my daughter, Marley. This all came out of, I was trying to decide what I wanted to write, and I was writing my script, and my daughter was like, you know, you should really do a podcast on happy places. And I'm like, that's a great idea. So I started to write it up, and I was talking to Jan about it. And then Jan and I just decided that, you know, why not have the very person who suggested it talk about it? So Jan is actually here today. She is behind the camera, and she is taking pictures, and maybe I will share some pictures later on one of our social media accounts or something like that. But we are very, very excited to have Marley here. I want to start with just kind of introducing her. Obviously, she's my daughter, and you guys have heard me talk about her a lot. But Marley, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? How old are you?
I'm 9, and I like to play the piano and the violin too, and theater. I like doing that a lot. I do that like almost 4 times a year. It feels
Yes, she
like.
does. She's in a lot of plays. What was the last play that you were in?
Tarzan.
Yeah. Are you getting ready to audition for a new one?
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Ooh, that sounds fun. So today's topic is happy places, and we're doing it because you suggested it. So with that in mind, can you tell me about some of your happy places?
I like Disneyland. Disneyland is definitely one of them, and my stuffed animals too, because they don't have to be always happy, just places.
Yeah. So do you have a stuffed animal that's really special?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one's that?
Her name's M&M.
Yeah. Do you ever we already talked about you being involved in theater. Is theater a happy place for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stage feels like my home sometimes.
Yeah. Family, that's pretty special to you as well.
Yeah.
Do you like listening to music to kind of disconnect a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell us what makes these places happy places?
Happy places are just kind of like a big warm hug from a friend or a sibling, and it feels good, and you feel safe and connected or disconnected if you're trying to get away from something. And
yeah. So when you talk about happy places, are they always places?
no, they don't always have to be places. Like mine was one of my teddy bears, and it doesn't have to be a place. If it makes you happy, it can be your happy place, or you can call it and it really doesn't really have to be happy place. It could be happy thing, because you don't always have to be like, it doesn't always have to be a place. Like,
So maybe changing the name, instead of having a happy place, you have a happy thing.
Yeah.
Can you do you think that happy places or happy things are important for people to have?
Yes, they're very important, because sometimes you just have to get away from something or reconnect to the world around you because you're just having a bad day or something. So happy places can just get you away from that and like get all the stress off of your shoulders or whatever's happening, or you just want to get away, type of thing.
Well, and did we just go to one of your happy places recently?
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yeah, Disneyland. And it was funny, I was talking to her about it, and, you know, obviously we've talked about this before. Disneyland is a very happy place for us, but it's not the place. It's the time together. It's the memories being built. And so there's things within the things that make you happy, and they bring you joy, and they allow you to disconnect from the things that may be the woes that you're experiencing in life, the ups and downs. You know, I have expressed on not only this channel, but also on our podcast as well, that recently there has been some really hard stuff going on in mine and Marley's life. And so it makes makes things difficult at times, and it's really hard to focus on the things that you have to focus on. And this concept of happy things or happy places, I think, is very, very important. And as Marley so well put it, it's not just a place, it's a thing. You know, it can be a teddy bear, it can be a television show, it can be a hike,
Even maybe a food if you
Absolutely.
want to put it that way too.
Absolutely. It's a thing that brings you joy. It's a thing that allows you to be calm for a second. It allows you to put your worries aside and to focus on just you for a few minutes, for a few hours, for a few days, whatever the case may be, which then allows you to tackle the things that you need to tackle with more strength than you had prior to that opportunity to stop. I think Marley is absolutely correct that happy places are very, very important. I have lots of them. Obviously, one of them is sitting right here beside me. She brings me so much joy all the time, and just being able to curl up on the couch and watch a movie with her, probably Disney.
It's kind of like a dog when they're happy. They just wag their tail like crazy or something like that. And it's kind of like that, but instead if you smile or if it brings you joy, or if it makes you happy or anything like that, it's probably your happy place or your thing, or it's something that brings you joy.
Well, and we did this as a podcast, and Jan had an opportunity to weigh in, and I know one of her happy places is curling up on her couch and cuddling with her little Yorkies. So I'll throw that in there for her. Like I said, she is here, she's smiling, and she is very much excited and happy that we're doing this podcast. I want to encourage all of you to take the time to find those happy places. And one of the things I talked about, I think 2 episodes ago, was photography. My house is full of photos and art of things that bring me joy, because they not only help me go to that happy place, remember a happy moment, remember a happy memory, but they also remind me to make new ones moving forward. I just love being here on these podcasts, and I thought it would be really fun to bring a new shining face onto this episode. We hope that once we are all moved into our new building, we can do a lot more of these and bring more people in and do some more interviews. So if you've got suggestions, please send them our way. As always, we are so grateful to be here, and thank you for joining us for our Be Encouraged moment.